Have you ever pondered upon the power of your imagination? This invisible faculty, this ability to form mental images, is more than just daydreaming. It is a potent force, a divine gift that shapes the world around us. Let's take a journey into the depths of this magical power, this wellspring of creativity that lies within each one of us. In the ancient language of Hebrew, the word for imagination is yatsar, a term that bursts with profound meaning. Each letter of yatsar holds a unique significance, painting a vivid picture of the imaginative process. The word itself is a tapestry, each thread spun from the loom of divine wisdom. It's a testament to how deep and multifaceted our imagination can be. But imagination is not just about creating images in our minds. It's about the power of belief. In Mark 9:23, Jesus declares, "All things are possible to him who believes." This isn't just a simple statement of faith. It's a revelation of a universal law, the law that our beliefs, shaped and nurtured by our imagination, have the power to manifest into reality. Every innovation, every invention you see around you was first birthed in the womb of someone's imagination. The skyscrapers that pierce the sky, the books that transport us to different worlds, the technology that brings us closer despite distances, all sprang from the fertile soil of the human imagination. This power is not only acknowledged but also revered in the scriptures. In Genesis 11:6, even God recognizes the limitless potential of human imagination, stating that nothing will be restrained from those who can imagine it. It's a divine endorsement of our innate ability to create, to transform the ether of thoughts into the matter of reality. So, as we embark on this exploration of the power of imagination, remember this: all things are possible for those who believe. All things are possible for those who can imagine it. Our imagination is the brush, and the universe is our canvas. Let's paint a masterpiece together. Have you ever thought about how the world around you came into existence? Not just the natural world, but all the things that make our lives easier, more exciting, more connected. Every single one of these inventions, from the wheel to the smartphone, started as a seed in someone's imagination. Take entrepreneurs, for instance. They are the dreamers and doers who harness the power of their imagination to create new realities. They envision products or services that don't yet exist, and then they bring them into existence. They see not just what is, but what could be. And it's not just entrepreneurs. Consider the inventors, the scientists, the artists. Each one of them taps into their imagination to create something new. They dare to dream, and then they dare to do. This power of imagination isn't something new. It's been recognized since the dawn of time. In the book of Genesis, chapter 11, verse 6, the Bible tells us that when people are united in their vision and language, nothing they imagine is beyond their reach. Even God acknowledges the power of the human imagination. But it's not just about dreaming. It's not enough to simply imagine a new reality. You have to believe in it. You have to trust in the power of your imagination to create something out of nothing. You have to have faith in your ability to bring your vision to life. And so, the next time you find yourself facing a challenge, or when you're dreaming of a better future, remember this: your imagination is a powerful tool. It's the first step in the process of creation. And if you can harness it, if you can believe in it, then there's no limit to what you can achieve. So let's take a moment to explore this idea further. Let's delve into the power of imagination and see how it can help us create miracles. Because remember, if you can imagine it, you can do it. But what happens when imagination is not used wisely? Misused imagination can be a double-edged sword. It's like a river, which when properly channeled, can generate hydroelectric power, irrigate fields, and serve as a life-giving source. But when the negatives are accepted as truth, it can cause devastation. When imagination is misused, it can lead to unproductive or even harmful outcomes. This is where Romans 1:21 comes into play. The scripture warns us against having vain and foolish imaginations. The words vain and foolish in this context refer to imaginations that are not grounded in truth or are contrary to the knowledge of God. But what does it mean for an imagination to be unproductive or have harmful outcomes? To understand this, picture a man who is told he has a terminal illness. His heart and mind can be infiltrated by negative, untruthful, or harmful imaginations. These imaginations cast a shadow over his heart and mind. then his thinking will skew his identity and could lead to a belief that he is unworthy. It's like a cloud covering the sun. The warmth and light are still there, but they're obstructed by the cloud. Similarly, the love, joy, and peace that are inherent in our hearts can be clouded by false imaginations. So, it's crucial to guard against such imaginations. Remember, your imagination is a powerful tool. Used wisely, it can create miracles. Misused, it can lead to a reality and identity that falsely claims you are separate from God. Misused imagination leads to the thinking, I am not. So, how can we guard our imaginations, you may ask? The book of 2 Corinthians 10:5 gives us a hint, advising us to cast down any thought or imagination that goes against the knowledge of God. This is not merely a suggestion, but a necessity. Our imaginations are a fertile ground, a canvas upon which we paint the realities of our lives. If we allow negative thoughts and ideas to take root, they can grow into realities that are contrary to our divine purpose. Consider the power of imagination. It creates perceptions within our hearts. These perceptions, when spoken and agreed upon, have the potential to manifest into our realities. Imagine then what could happen if we let our imaginations run wild, unchecked, and unguarded. We could inadvertently create realities that are not aligned with our divine purpose. So it is crucial that we guard our imaginations. We must cast down any thought or imagination that contradicts the knowledge of God. How do we do this? By filling our minds with positive thoughts, by focusing our imaginations on things that align with our desires for our lives, and by speaking and agreeing upon these things. This way, we can ensure that our imaginations are sowing seeds of positivity and faith, rather than doubt and negativity. Remember, our imaginations are the birthplace of our realities. So, always guard your imagination and cast down any thought that goes against the knowledge of God.